Here we are with Richard Schaefer, Golden Boy CEO. Richard, Pacquiao Hatton, as we speak right now, Thursday afternoon, is that fight dead or alive in your view?
Who knows? The Hattons made it clear to me to pursue other fights, which I'm doing, and whoever we're going to lock in first, it's going to be. I'm going to be meeting tonight and tomorrow with Oscar. I discussed that with him. I'm having conversations with Al Heyman. I'm reaching out to Nacho Beristain and to Willie Savannah for the winner of Marquez and Diaz. And so, and Bob is supposedly talking to Pacquiao. And if they're going to be delivering me a signed deal, I'll take it to the Hattons, and we'll see. We'll see if it's back on. You have to understand. The Hattons were told through me, because I was told that Pacquiao is on board with 50-50. I worked very hard on the Hattons to get them to 50-50. They felt, because of the huge pile of money they bring from the UK, that they would actually be entitled to 60-40. Right. So I worked for like almost a month on getting them to 50-50. I get them to 50-50. I'm promised there is a fight. We move forward, we lock in the press tour, and then last minute, Pacquiao changes his mind. So there are some hard feelings, not on my part, because I want to sleep well at night. It's not going to change my life. Right. But if Pacquiao feels he wants to turn down the biggest career payday, and he has other options, and he thinks he's so smart, then I'm happy for him. Good luck to him.
Now let's make this clear. When you say Al Heyman, that means Floyd Mayweather, correct?
Floyd Mayweather, yes.
Okay. Would that fight be more suitable for perhaps being in England, that type of event?
Oh, I think the first time around. Mayweather came to Hatton's backyard, and I think this time around Mayweather would have to go to Hatton's backyard, and then assuming Hatton wins, then maybe they can meet somewhere in the middle for the third one.
Richard, when you take a look at Manny Pacquiao and your history with him, does his behavior surprise you, or are you finding out now that this is par for the course?
No, it doesn't surprise me, but it does disappoint me, and I think. I'm really disappointed for all the people, which worked so hard on that. I mean, to put together a press tour for England and lock in all the sites, the venues, spending all the time and money. Everybody worked so hard on that. For it then to sort of like slip away last minute, pretty much shortly before you board the plane to England, I feel bad for those people who put in all that work.
Richard, is it clear then from what you've said, there are offers on the table, including Pacquiao still. So whoever comes to the table first and signs that contract, they win the Ricky Hatton sweepstakes?
That is the instructions Ray Hatton gave me, that they want to lock in their fight, they want to lock in the opponent, and they just don't want to play games.
Richard, I talked to Dan Beckerman. How close are you? He seems pretty optimistic of getting this monthly series at the Nokia Theater.
Well, it looks pretty good, yes.
What does this weekend's ticket sales tell you about the business of boxing, and perhaps the business of boxing in the local area here in LA?
Well, I think it shows you, if you have the right product at the right price point, that fight fans will come and people will buy. And I think that's a lesson, not just for boxing, but it's a lesson for everyone. And this is the right product, and it is the right price point. And it shows you that there are a lot of fight fans out there in Southern California which are looking for that, for the right product at the right price point.
Richard, this year, will you do more fights in freestanding arenas like the Staples Center? I know March 7th you're going to San Jose, I believe. February 28th, very successful in Houston. Is that the trend this year, you think, in boxing?
I think it is. I think it is taking these attractions back to their roots, back to where they come from. And I think, as I said at the press conference, I think the winner in that is clearly the fight fans. And you can establish a local fan base again and, build these fighters up as local attractions. Because the truth is, how can somebody become a national attraction if they're not even a local draw? Right. So I think you need to build up first the local following before you really go out and make them big Vegas stars.
Richard, my last question is this. Oscar De La Hoya has really given no public comments that I've heard in terms of his future. What do you think he does? Does he fight again in 2009?
Well, I think he truly is torn a bit. I think there are days where he feels you know, this is it. He has a 10-time world champion, 6 different weight classes, Olympic gold, has done it for so long that it's time for him to hang it up. And then there are other days, I think, where he's a little bit torn, but that's why he really wants to reflect on it on his own, and he wants to make the right decision frankly, without any influence from anyone else. A lot of people are giving him advice, are telling him what they would do and so on, but ultimately it's going to be up to him, and he wants to make sure that when he does make that announcement and when he does call for that press conference, that this is going to be the decision which he will stand by and live by.
All right, Richard, thank you for the time.
Thank you.